What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about someone that must be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute madman who is completely out of control. Star Wars Theory is doing the single most damaging thing on the internet. Do you know what he's doing? Do you know what he's guilty of? It's going to be tough for me to admit this because I know Star Wars Theory. I consider him a friend. And just never really expected this from him. I'm going to try to get through this, but he gave an opinion. I know. I didn't expect this from him either. I've known the guy for years, and I didn't know he was like the type of person to give opinions on the internet. Like, I am just so triggered right now that Star Wars Theory gave an opinion. So yes, people on the internet with pronouns in their bio, very mentally unstable people, are very, very mad at Star Wars Theory because he gave an opinion and a response to Amanda Stenberg's video saying that the alt-right is the reason for the failure of the Acolyte. It was the alt-right, everybody. The alt-right didn't pay attention to Star Wars until the Acolyte. They didn't care about Mandalorian Season 1, Season 2. They didn't care about the Clone Wars, the Season 7 of the Clone Wars. They didn't pay attention to Andor. They really worried about all of that, but as soon as the Acolyte premiered on Disney Plus, the alt-right decided, we got to get involved, ladies and gentlemen. We have to stop the madness. We can't allow this anymore. So Star Wars Theory did a reaction to Amanda Stenberg's meltdown, and people are very unhappy. Unless your response is to call out the corners of your own following who contributed to the vitriol that was aimed at Amanda, I suggest you shut the F up. Thank you, Sith Eternal. Very, very, very level-headed response from you. This is from that Star Wars girl. She quote tweets someone that she has screenshot. Anna says, quote, Star Wars Theory didn't say the things we want him to say exactly the way we want him to say it. We must cancel him. These people are effing insane, dear Lord. And this is one of the screenshots that she has put out. This is straight up just racist. Amanda calmly expressed her emotions and experience, and she did so as eloquently as possible. And he's calling it a meltdown to play into the angry black woman stereotype. Just when I thought this man could sink no lower. I used to think Star Wars Theory was cool. He made fun videos about lore, and I cheered for him when he made his fan film. Now I wish his stupid channel would get demonetized. Woo! Interesting. Thank you for that. Star Wars Theory's channel should be deleted. I'm so effing tired of him. This is the last straw. Making fun of someone being harassed is the last straw. I'm going to ask people if they watch his content and try and get them to stop. Ooh. Profile says, Femboy Star Wars fan. Femboy Star Wars fan with 7 followers is going to take down Star Wars Theory's channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. It's over. I am glad that I have disassociated with when I found out that Star Wars Theory gave an opinion, I knew I could no longer stand by this person. I mean, I can't believe he gave an opinion. I mean, this is just unbelievable. I can't believe it. Wow, Star Wars Theory really is a massive piece of shit. His content and thumbnails are looking more like Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic. Woo! We got a mention, baby. I'm okay with that. I'm feeling pretty good about all of this now. That's Just Joe. Has he, him, massive geek, content creator, might be Batman. Work with me. Just Joe. Right there. I appreciate the shout out, Just Joe. Flash says, they loved Star Wars Theory, but now they wants him homeless. That's the one I read earlier. I mean, it really is something else. Amanda Stenberg rightfully calls out the very clear and evident racism, sexism, and unwarranted hate towards a show and its cast and crew, which started well before the first episode aired. Star Wars Theory. How can I make this about me? So this is the very damning thing that Star Wars Theory did. He said, Amanda Stenberg's response to The Acolyte being canceled. Do you agree with her? She says, paraphrasing, that the show suffered from tons of vitriol, bigotry, racism, and hate from the alt-right, which essentially is why it got canceled. I don't know about all that. I just thought it was a poorly written show that was boring and effed with lore. I'll have a response video up soon. I have a couple of things to chime in on. And so, yeah, very, very upset. Well, shockingly, Greg Murphy, you do understand that Star Wars Theory is a Star Wars channel. So when there's a Star Wars news story, he's going to have opinions on said news story. That's just how things work on the internet. Sorry for opinions. So I haven't even watched Theory's video. It has 311,000 views in 23 hours, 21,000 upvotes to a whopping 245 dislikes. His career is over, ladies and gentlemen. He's done. Theory is cooked. He's over. He might as well just retire. Okay? Him profiles have taken down Star Wars Theory. It's over. He's done. But let's listen to a little bit here, because I think this is towards the end of her video. Let's hear what he has to say.
Manifest has a lot of fear for what is changing, and a lot of
fear for Star Wars changing into shit. Ever since Luke Skywalker threw his lightsaber over his shoulder over the cliff, we've all been living in fear that Disney is fucking it up.
Hatred for anything that is other.
Yeah, I got hatred for anything that's other. That's not Star Wars. It's not George Lucas Star Wars. Like, bro, it's just so simple, man. Like, the show didn't do well because it was bad. Why is that so hard to understand? It's really not. It's really easy. It's like, yo, show didn't do well. Shitty show. People didn't want to watch it. You're literally giving me like a fart sandwich and being like, how would you eat this? You're all right. Why? You know what? We're living in a time of divisiveness where no one wants to eat this fart sandwich, and it's just...
And I would challenge us all and challenge myself to continue questioning what it is that I digest.
Fart sandwich. Clearly, that's what you're fucking digesting right now, because it ain't logic. It ain't reality. It's the bubble of your own reality, which is that you're perfect. Nothing's wrong with you. You and Leslie are amazing because you love that chick. And the show did no wrong. It was perfect. It was just a hate campaign. And that, you know, the alt-right have the power to change everything, to cause Star Wars fans to not watch shows that they enjoy. I just, this is next level. I'm getting burps from even
like this nonsense about like people thinking that just because we share similar opinions on universally hated stuff that they think that we all agree. Do you know how much people like tell me how much they disagree with me that I love the Clone Wars, including season 7? Now, again, I did have a problem with like the middle part of that, but the point is Clone Wars season 7 ended fantastic. I thought it was great. It was awesome. Guess what? Most people on my side of the internet hate that they hate the Clone Wars. They can't stand it. Okay? They can't stand it. I'm literally playing Fortnite and Splatoon, getting made fun of by my audience. Do you know why? Because I like those games. They're fun. Okay? Absolute alpha male gamer right here. All right? Chad in chief of gaming. Fortnite and Splatoon, the alpha male games that define us right there. But ultimately, what it all comes down to is The Acolyte was a bad show. It was a very, very bad show that no one, generally speaking, liked. It's okay if you liked it. It's okay to like bad things. I've talked about this many times. There's nothing wrong with liking something that the majority of people don't like. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you wrong. But when you claim that the reason that everyone else hates the thing that you like is because of racism or bigotry or a hate campaign, that's where you become a complete and total clown and a joke, and people are going to laugh at you and make fun of you and challenge you for the nonsense that you're spewing. It's okay to like bad things. I like some bad movies. I like some bad video games. I like some bad TV shows, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't need other people to validate my opinion. The question you need to ask yourself is, if you are a fan of The Acolyte, why do you need Star Wars Theory to agree with you? Why do you need Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers to agree with you? Why do you need Gary to agree with you? Why do you need the Critical Drinker to agree with you? Do you need people like us to help validate your own opinion because you're so insecure with yourself that you need the validation of YouTubers to make you feel better about your opinions? If that's the case, that's a you problem, not a me problem, not an us problem. I don't need other people to validate my opinions. I can like things that everybody else hates and don't give a shit. Not going to apologize for it. And I'm certainly not going to say that everybody that disagrees with me is a racist or a sexist. Not going to happen. So at the end of the day, you can cry about Star Wars Theory all you want. You can cry about me. You can cry about whatever you want. But at the end of the day, The Acolyte was canceled because it was a bad show. Lucasfilm canceled it because it was a bad show. It had bad reviews. It had bad ratings. And it had a bad ROI, return on investment. Lucasfilm did not want to cancel this show, but they had to because there was not enough support for it. That is the bottom line. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Don't forget, Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Lucasfilm, and we will talk to you later.